Event number 77, Women's Collegiate DII Club Petite Final, Lane 1, UC Santa Barbara. Lane 2, UC San Diego. Lane 3, Portland State University. Lane 4, Mills College. Lane 5, Orange Coast College. Lane 6, Chapman University. And the crew from Sonoma State is not rowing in this race. The crews as we approach the 500-meter mark. The race leader in lane 2, UC San Diego, with a slight advantage over the crews in both lane 1, UC Santa Barbara, and Portland State. For that fourth position, you'd come over to Mills College, followed by Orange Coast College, and Chapman University trails the fleet. Just a little bit past the 500-meter mark, a strong challenge from lane 1, the Gauchos from UCSB, to the crew right off their shoulder, UC San Diego. And that's the way it is, 600 meters into the race.
A nice battle shaping up here in event number 77, the Women's Collegiate Division II-III Club Petite Final. They are rowing for the San Diego Zoo and Safari Park Cup. And in lane number 1, and currently fighting it out for the lead, is the University of California, Santa Barbara. The California campus in San Diego is also fighting for the lead. They're in lane number 2. It is Portland State in lane 3, Mills College in 4, Orange Coast College in 5, and Chapman College out in lane number 6.
This is the second level final, the petite final for Women's Collegiate Division 2, Division 3, and Club. Which may seem a funny designation. What it essentially means is Division 2 varsity programs, Division 3 varsity programs, and club programs from whichever division their school happens to be in. In other words, a club program is not supported by the athletic department. And we have a variety of crews in this race. People should note that in lane 1, the University of California, Santa Barbara, this is their B boat. In lane 2, the University of California, San Diego, this is their B boat. So effectively their second varsity boats in each case. And that's the same with lane 5, the Orange Coast College. That's a B boat as well, second varsity.
Lots of bees running around here, and right now the queen bee is the University of California, Santa Barbara. They're in lane number 1, and they have scooted into that first position, and then it is almost triangular across the way with second position California B boat, University of California B boat, Portland, Mills College, Orange Coast College, and Chapman in lanes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that would be their positioning at the moment.
So it looks as though the University of California, Santa Barbara are maintaining their lead, coming down to the end of the third 500. They've been pressed most of the way down the track by the UC San Diego boat, with Portland State from Portland, Oregon, pressing hard behind them, and they're in turn being pressed hard by Orange Coast College, with Chapman slightly out of the picture at the moment.
University of California, San Diego has now nudged back into the lead as they are trading places with Santa Barbara. A 1-2 punch in the 1-2 lanes here. Currently lane number 2 has the better of it. As they came off the line, it was the University of California, San Diego, and then Santa Barbara right around the 1,000-meter mark edged out in front, and now it looks like the University of California, San Diego has reclaimed their position as the two crews battle back and forth. Outside Portland State, and then farther outside we'll look at Orange Coast College. Looks like they have eclipsed the Mills crew, and then all the way outside to Chapman.
Mills, of course, are a small liberal arts college from the Oakland area of California. Not a huge enrollment, so they do a really great job. They're a Division III school, competing with much larger student populations from the UC and Portland State.
Well, it'll be interesting to see this cat and mouse game that's going on between San Diego and Santa Barbara. And they look to be bow marker to bow marker right now as they've traded positions a couple of times down the course. And that's not something that is entirely usual. It looks like San Diego just has a bit of the best of it here against Santa Barbara along the shoreline. Then we're going to look outside to Portland Then farther outside to Orange Coast College.
And we just had a little bit of a deviation by UC Santa Barbara within their lane. Every time you put the rudder on, it's like putting the handbrake on in a car. It slows the boat down.
Well, it did definitely do that because San Diego looked like they jumped up from a bow marker to bow marker lead with almost a 6-seat lead right now. So it is the University of California, San Diego in lane number 2 is currently on the lead, and then Santa Barbara along the shoreline trying to get back into it. Portland State is in 3rd position outside to Orange Coast College, then inside to Mills College, and all the way out with open water behind is Chapman University. It is the University of California, San Diego on the lead, now almost by 7 seats, but here comes Santa Barbara as they're desperately kicking up the stroke count and trying to catch up, and they're beginning to get some momentum. It is Santa Barbara along the shoreline. San Diego will have to battle them off and hold them off. We'll see who has the better of it. Portland State has dropped back to open water, then Orange Coast College, Mills College closing on them, and then Chapman. Along the shoreline, it's Santa Barbara putting on a furious charge, but San Diego is currently holding them off, and it looks like the University of California, San Diego will claim the San Diego Zoo and Safari Park Cup by winning the Women's Collegiate Division II-III Petite Final. Unofficially, the University of California, Santa Barbara is in 2nd spot. UC San Diego will pick up that 1st position, followed by Portland State, then Orange Coast College, Mills, and Chapman is trailing. We had a very exciting finish to that race, and if you're interested in receiving a souvenir DVD of the race, stop by the merchandise tent